Brace yourselves, horror fanatics. You're about to step into a realm where nightmares come alive, where the shadows hide unspeakable horrors, and where every creak, whisper, and shadow sends shivers down your spine. Over the past 5 years, Hollywood has unleashed some of the most terrifying, pulse-pounding, and psychologically haunting horror films of all time. Movies that don't just scare you but crawl under your skin and stay there. From grotesque monsters and supernatural terrors to mind-bending psychological horrors and ruthless killers, these films redefine fear, push storytelling to its darkest limits, and deliver scares that will leave you sleeping with the lights on. If you think you can handle it, then get ready, because we're about to count down the top 10 horror movies from 2022-2024. Films that will haunt your dreams and keep your heart racing long after the credits roll. So grab your popcorn, if you dare, turn off the lights, and prepare for the most terrifying movie countdown of your life. Number 10. His House, 2020. The past will always find you. Forget haunted houses. This horror masterpiece introduces an entirely new level of fear. His House follows a refugee couple from South Sudan who flee to England in search of safety, only to find that the evil they left behind may have followed them. But this isn't your typical haunted house story. It's a deeply emotional and chilling experience that blends real-life trauma with supernatural terror, creating a horror film that doesn't just scare, it devastates. With a suffocating atmosphere, terrifying visuals, and a story that grips your soul, His House is a must-watch for those who love horror with a deeper, more sinister meaning. Number 9. Saint Maud, 2020. Your savior is coming. Prepare for a horror experience that will break your mind. Saint Maud is a disturbing, slow-burning psychological horror that follows Maud, a deeply religious nurse who becomes obsessed with saving the soul of her dying patient. But as her devotion turns into madness, reality starts to blur, leading to a terrifying climax that will leave you speechless. The film masterfully builds an unbearable tension, immersing you in Maud's fractured psyche, making you question what's real and what's a horrifying delusion. And that ending? Chilling beyond words. Number 7. Barbarian, 2022. Whatever you do, don't go downstairs. If you think you know where this movie is headed, think again. Barbarian starts as a simple Airbnb horror story, but quickly spirals into something far more disturbing and unpredictable. When a woman arrives at a rental house, she finds it already occupied by a stranger. What follows is a relentless, unpredictable nightmare filled with jaw-dropping twists, shocking revelations, and moments of sheer terror. The film masterfully keeps you on edge, delivering one of the most original and terrifying horror experiences of the decade. Trust us, this one will mess with your head. Number 6. X, 2022. You won't make it out alive. T. West's X is a blood-soaked love letter to 70s slasher films, but don't let that fool you. This is far more than just another slasher movie. A group of filmmakers heads to a remote Texas farm to shoot an adult film, but their elderly hosts have dark and violent secrets that turn the trip into a fight for survival. X delivers brutal kills, eerie tension, and a story packed with dread, making it one of the best horror films in recent years. And if you love it, don't forget to watch its chilling prequel, Pearl. Number 5. Smile, 2022. Once you see it, it's too late. Few films in recent years have spread fear as effectively as Smile. This psychological horror follows a doctor haunted by a supernatural entity that latches onto its victims through terrifying, unnatural smiles. With relentless tension, disturbing imagery, and some of the most shocking jump scares in horror history, Smile is the kind of film that gets inside your head and refuses to leave. After watching this, even a simple smile might send shivers down your spine. Number 4. Evil Dead Rise, 2023. Mommy's with the maggots now. The Evil Dead franchise returns, and it's more terrifying than ever. Evil Dead Rise takes the horror from the familiar cabin-in-the-woods setting and throws it into an urban high-rise, where a mother becomes possessed by the evil force of the Necronomicon. What follows is a relentless, blood-drenched nightmare filled with grotesque violence, horrifying imagery, and a story that will leave you shaken. This movie is a must-watch for hardcore horror fans who can handle extreme terror. Number 3. Skinamarink, 2022. You're not alone. This isn't just a movie. It's a nightmare caught on film. Skinamarink is an experimental horror experience like no other, immersing viewers in a world of endless dread. The story follows two children who wake up to find their father missing and their home slowly transforming into something unrecognizable. With minimal dialogue, grainy VHS-style visuals, and an overwhelming sense of suffocating fear, Skinamarink is an atmospheric terror that gets under your skin and lingers in your mind long after it ends. Number 2. Scream 6, 2023. Ghostface is back and deadlier than ever. The Scream franchise refuses to die, and Scream 6 proves that Ghostface is more terrifying than ever. This time, the survivors of the last massacre move to New York City, but Ghostface follows them, turning the city into a hunting ground. With shocking kills, intense chase sequences, and a brutal new take on the legendary slasher, Scream 6 is one of the most terrifying entries in the series, proving that the slasher genre is still alive and thriving. Number 1. The Exorcist, Believer, 2023. Some demons never die. 50 years after the original Exorcist terrified the world, The Exorcist, Believer brings back the horror with a chilling new tale of possession. When two young girls disappear and return behaving strangely, their families realize they are facing an ancient evil that demands an unholy sacrifice. With disturbing imagery, eerie atmosphere, and a return to the franchise's terrifying roots, this film delivers nightmare-inducing horror that will leave you breathless. And there you have it, 10 terrifying, mind-twisting, and utterly unforgettable horror movies that have haunted the last 5 years. But now, the real question is, do you dare to face the nightmares ahead? Which of these horror films scared you the most? What's your favorite horror movie of the last 5 years? Did we miss any must-watch horrors that should have made the list? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you love horror, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another terrifying countdown. Sleep tight if you can.